Anyway, making my way up to the Blue Ridge Parkway, we've had a little bit of rain the past couple of, well, yesterday, and a whole lot of wind, so knocked a lot of leaves off the trees, but we still have a little bit of color left. But I wanted to talk a little bit. Back in September, the wife and I were fortunate enough to do some traveling, and we loaded up the bike and we we went out to Minnesota for almost a week, touring around the North Shore Road there of Lake Superior. Took her up to a place I'm very fond of, Ely, Minnesota. Showed her the areas where we like to go when we go on our boundary water trips. But yeah, we had a wonderful time. Took the dog with us, just taking our time traveling and checking things out up there in Minnesota. Minnesota is like most of the northern states. They have two seasons, and nothing against Minnesota. Really love it up there. They have winter, and then they have orange cone season. And we went during orange cone season. So the traffic congestion due to all the construction right around Duluth, that was a little bit annoying, bothersome, but it was okay. We managed to get through it. Oh my, the view. But after we left Minnesota, we made our way over to Custer, South Dakota, to meet up with what became some good friends for a little moto meetup that I think there was somewhere between 16 and 20 of us there. All kinds of bikes, all kind of different styles of bikes, if you will. But we met up there. Most of us stayed at a campground. Some of them stayed in a hotel close by. But we met up in Custer, South Dakota, and my DJI camera, not this one, but one similar to it, decided to bite the dust. Would not work. So I only recorded a short amount with this camera, the Sena camera, on my helmet. And I'm going to overlay or put on some of the video from the Custer area. We did all the good rides. We rode Needles Highway. We rode Iron Mountain. We went up to Mount Rushmore and seen all the sights, the wildlife loop. Did that multiple times. Rode up to a couple of fire towers. But first couple of days, the wife and I were touring around in the truck with our dog and checking out the sights. When everybody arrived, we did some rides with those folks, and wonderful time. Made some new friends. Had an incredible time. Enjoyed every moment of it. But it was a wonderful time. I will say this: if you ever get a chance to, I highly recommend that you go to Custer, South Dakota, the Black Hills area, if you will. Yeah, it's kind of touristy there with Mount Rushmore and all the little towns there, but uh, I do recommend that you go in there and experience those. Mount Rushmore, definitely worth seeing, even though one old man says it's too small and it's underwhelming for him. It was pretty significant for me. Um, and if you go there from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. during daylight savings times, you'll see a very patriotic program. Um, Maybe Frank should go for that, but oops, let it out of the bag. Anyway, um, Mount Rushmore was worth it. I really enjoyed it. Iron Mountain Road, very fun road to ride. Certain times of the year, it could be a conga line of people going slow, and but just the same, it was fun. Has the little pigtails on them, the loop-de-loos, whatever you want to call them. And then, of course, Needles Highway, riding through those very narrow tunnels on Needles Highway was a blast. Um, and is another road that can be heavily congested, so it is what it is. But Try to pick your time to go early of a morning before all the tourists are out and about. I rode it early one morning. I did the wildlife loop and Needles Highway, and got to ride it at a more spirited pace, if you will, because there was no traffic. Going early of a morning, I got to see the wildlife, in abundance, and I recommend going early of a morning before 9 o'clock. But the Black Hills, pretty stunning. And I will say that making my way across South Dakota, I was thinking for a little while, why are we going to this flat state to meet up for a motorcycle meetup? 500 miles of pretty straight, pretty flat, just rolling a little bit roads. And then, we get about 50 miles away from Custer, maybe an hour away from Custer. I can see lumps and bumps in the horizon, and I got a little more interested. But it was stunning out there. It's well worth the trip out there if you ever get a chance to go. Yes, I took my motorcycle out there in a trailer, and yes, I will take it back out there in a trailer again. The wife's now interested in riding some more with me, and with that, we're going to try to purchase another touring type motorcycle, maybe a sport touring motorcycle, because we're not going to be riding to destinations. We're going to trailer to destinations and then do some riding from there. So, yeah, looking forward to that. But I'm going to put in some videos, show you what it was like on our trip out there to Custer. I don't know who that was. Mailman's down there. But if you get a chance, I highly recommend it. And with a little luck, this next year when I go back out to Custer, I'll have more than one camera and make a proper video. And until then, enjoy some of these clips. Bicycles are going faster than us.
Yes. Yes. This is not going to work for me.
Left side of the road.
Oh yeah. Yes, folks, we are being passed by bicycles.
Don't make me pull Buck's move out.